You may not realize it, but Goodwill has been around since the early 1900s, servicing so many millions of people. And there's a lot of different little offshoots from it. Well, today we're at the location in Ocean Springs, big new store. Tripp Harrison, who is the president and CEO of Goodwill. How are you, Tripp?
Doing incredible. Doing incredible. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you very much. Give us a little background, if you would, about Goodwill.
Yeah, absolutely. So Goodwill was founded back in 1902 by Edgar Helms up in the Northeast area in Boston. And the whole idea behind it was to take people's donations that people were willing to give and then teach these people a skill to repair them and then resell them and perpetuate the training program that Goodwill does today. And so fast forward today, we have the same model in our stores, over 155 autonomous Goodwills throughout the United States, throughout North America. That serve this purpose of taking in people's donations and basically taking them and training people the skills today, which are more related to retail and processing, and then put those things back for sale that then perpetuates the mission and fuels and funds the mission activities that we do, which are essentially focused around job skills training.
Now, you're talking about it's the money's put back towards, the skills and everything. What kind of different training does that go to support?
Sure, absolutely. So we do everything from the basics and fundamentals of how to write a resume. A lot of the folks that we work with who have barriers to employment, they don't know how to write a resume, so we teach them that. Basic interview skills, even attire, what to wear, how to do it. And then we get into the soft skills, and then we start advancing up through more independent or individual stackable credential certifications and short-term training programs that will allow them to propel on a path to get them to financial independence and freedom and livable wages.
Now, you have a few different locations here on the Gulf Coast.
Indeed, we do. So we're Goodwill of South Mississippi, so our territory covers the lower 6 counties of the state of Mississippi, and we've got 12 retail stores throughout our territory, and then we've got our first job connection, which is going to be the public entry point or intake point to receive our services that we provide.
And if someone is interested in it, people can come in here with the career connections, and you help them with the skills that they need to find a job.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, they come on and we've got career coaches or career advisors that will walk them through kind of the steps and assess their needs, figure out what their goal is, what are they really wanting to go after, and then help them navigate that way to get there.
Because everybody's different.
Everybody's different and looking for something else. And in today's market where there's so much job demand out there, there's a lot of education and information that needs to get in front of these individuals to explore careers and figure out what's the right fit for them, what is going to be beyond the paycheck, what's going to be a rewarding path for me, and then we help guide them on that path to get there.
Yeah, and with the pandemic pretty much winding down, and as far as not having to worry so much, more and more people are trying to get back into the workforce if they had been out of it, and this is definitely an opportunity to learn some skills to do so.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're seeing as a lot of the subsidies start to wind down or sunset, we're starting to see a lot more people wanting to focus on coming back to work and figuring out what does that look like today. And so we're trying to help provide some of those skills to get them and propel them on that journey.
Now let's talk about some of the donations that you get. I mean, as you can see behind us here, we have a large selection of different things, for people. I mean, right here, some bathing suits and summer wear and things like that for ladies, men, kids, everything.
Yeah, so it's basically what we're looking for are gently used items that people will want to buy. I mean, again, we want your clothes, we want your housewares, we want your linen, we want a myriad of things throughout the store that our shoppers come through, thousands and thousands of shoppers every day. And then we take these donations and, again, we put them up and turn around and sell them, and we end up using the revenues generated from those to both pay our expenses, but also to pay for these mission services that I mentioned earlier that are free of charge to the community.
Now, I noticed too that with a lot of different things, I mean, tanks and tees, $2.99, but then you've got different color tags that are on the clothes that, that kind of a discount for the people.
Right. Yeah, and so what that's related to, so again, we've got donations that come in continuously, right? And so what that means to us is that we've got to keep fresh merchandise on this floor or on the sales floor at all times, because we've got a lot of shoppers who shop with us regularly, some of them daily. And so they're looking for fresh product to look at. And again, we've got donations that continue to come through the back door. And so we have a process in place that helps us keep up with what are the freshest donations and making sure that we're rotating them out. And we do it on usually a 4-week cycle. So the donation basically from the door to the floor at the end of 4 weeks, we start to discount it. And then as you can see today, the white color tag sale this week is 50% off. And then we do one step further. On Mondays at the end of this week, the white color tags that you see there, they're going to be $1. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be everything from this little trinket right here, fanny pack, all the way up to, I think there's a big screen TV back there. If it's a white color tag, come that Monday.
A big screen TV for $1?
It's gone for
I'll
$1.
find a room to put that sucker in.
Absolutely. Yeah, great deal here.
And they definitely are. And as you mentioned, there's a lot of things that you have just kind of, walking back through here, if we may, showing for, we see a sign for infants.
Sure.
You got all these different things for ladies. And, I know there's a lot of cosplayers here on the coast.
Sure.
That they like to get different kind of ideas for outfits, and I know they get them, a lot of them from Goodwill.
Yeah, we have some very interesting shoppers that they come through and they're looking for everything from the thrill of the hunt, that Louis Vuitton purse or that Rolex watch or whatever it may be, and those exist, to how do I put together, Halloween's probably one of our most busiest seasons, just because you can come here and turn yourself into almost anything, whether it be something from the 70s to all the way up to being a clown if you want to. We likely have the materials to put together a really cool costume. And then some people, especially younger generations today, they just love the vintageness of some of the clothes that we have here, which there's, as you can see, there's a sea of it.
Yeah, I mean, look at here. Here's a big rack full of swimwear.
Yep.
Swimwear, cover-ups, and it's definitely that time of the year to get those.
Oh yeah. If you're a mom with kids, we've got incredibly good value clothes here that you see over here over your shoulder that essentially you can, boys, girls, various ages, we've got everything that you could possibly need to provide affordable clothing for your children.
And we got infants here, like you said, and I noticed here, over here the distance, you've got a good selection of shoes. Yep,
shoes are one of our most popular items that we sell, and we go through a lot of them, which is great. And as you can see here, we've got a wide variety of women's shoes to choose from, whether it be from casual to formal to workwear. It gives people a very affordable way to expand their wardrobe, both in clothing and in shoes.
Now, we got less than a minute left here, Tripp, so we want to talk about real quick a special thing that you've got coming up on the 18th.
Yeah, so we are actually opening up the Career Connection. This is to be our first public intake facility since we've had, or pre-COVID. This facility will be a place where you can come in and you can seek the services that I mentioned earlier. So again, think of the basic job skills training, the soft skills training. Also, we have a room in there that will be available for our community partners to come in if they need meeting space or event space. So it's going to be a multi-purpose facility over there, and we're really excited about opening that up on May 18th.
All right, Tripp Harrison, CEO and President of Goodwill, and
Absolutely.
You want to get involved with a great career, come check them out on the 18th here at the Goodwill on Highway 90 in Ocean Springs.